So this is a really short video fishing July 1st, I believe it was, out of the Gulf of Mexico in Newport Richey. We went about 45 miles offshore. Forgive me, I don't do videos, so this is kind of a first run for me to try to do a video. There's no audio on it, no music. I'll just try to narrate it a little bit. But anyhow, at this point right here, we were just cruising out just outside the channel where my friend lives, and we had a couple of pinfish traps there, and between these two and the two they picked this morning, probably had about 100 baits to take offshore and try to catch some big snapper. Over there on the Gulf Coast, I guess they're 16 inches or bigger. I'm on the Atlantic coast normally, and I'm used to a 20-inch or bigger fish. So I was hoping with these pinfish we get some 20-inch or bigger fish. Right here is the very first drop with a piece of squid. It's my 10-year-old son Griff fighting a nice fish. We got pretty excited as soon as he dropped over and one other person dropped over. The rod's bent. You'll see him pull it up right here, and you'll see me reach over the rail and grab it. It was deep hooked. I couldn't get the hook back. Measured it. It was 19 inches. Originally we're not going to keep anything under 20 inches, but since it was deep hooked and would probably die anyhow, we decided to keep it. So there we go. Our first legal snapper, very first drop in 120 feet of water. Here's Griff at it again. After a few more drops, we had a couple of lane snapper. He had put a couple of lane snapper in the boat. Throwback red grouper, just probably an 18-inch red grouper. And here we go. Watch him pull up a snapper again. I don't remember if we caught this one or not. It's probably another 18, 19 inches. But if you look across the boat, those two guys are hooked up. So we have 3 fish pulling up at one time. You'll see me reach over here again, put the fish on the deck, and then I walk over and I go to film this gentleman. He's 76 years old, and he put a spanking on us, that gentleman right there in the orange shirt. He caught our legal grouper. It was a 28-inch grouper. He caught our bigger snapper. He caught beeliners. He put more fish in there with that spinning rod with no drag on it than almost all of us combined. So we had a really good day, and I tell you what, he was wore out. I can't blame him. We were all tired. Let's see here in a little bit. We'll see what he gets. So here he is. A few more pumps, a few more reels, eventually pull a snapper in. There's Kurt hooked up with a snapper. We pulled this one in here, and this gentleman's name is Kurt also. He brings in a nice snapper. It was just over 20 inches, so we kept that one. That one went on ice. Should show any moment. There it is. And then we'll pan back over to Kurt, the owner of the boat. See what he has. And right on cue, he pulls up an undersized snapper. So as the rest of the video shows, we had a real pretty day. It was slick calm. There's our sunset. We put out all of our snapper at the very end to make sure we had only 10 snapper. That's all we were allowed to keep. You can see the lane in there. And so we ended up with a 1 grouper, 10 snapper, and a few other little fish. That's it.